Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
I am from Texas, in America.
德州，
Yeah.
德州。
How long will you stay in Taiwan?
Probably at least another 4 years, maybe.
Do you study here?
Yeah.
For what?
华语文教学。
中文。
Who recommend you to study in Taiwan?
Study in Taiwan. Well, I came to Taiwan 8 years ago to do research, and when I was here the first time, I was hoping to only speak Chinese, but I had a roommate that couldn't speak Chinese, so I was very disappointed that I had to speak English when I was in Taiwan. So after that, I decided to come back to Taiwan, and then I went to language school, and one of my teachers in language school recommended going to school.
And after you complete the studying, will you come back to your country and teach people to go?
Probably not. I'm probably gonna start a software company to make software to teach people Chinese.
Oh, cool.
But I'll probably not go back to America. I'll
Why?
stay in Asia. I like living in Asia.
You enjoy Asia?
Have you ever been to Taiwan? Traveled
In Taiwan. You mean before? You mean just going around in different places in
Yeah,
Taiwan?
and any tourist spot.
Not very much. I've been to Jiufen
日本语言
and
淡水。
淡水，
嗯
宜兰，
嗯，
台中，
台中。
苗栗。
In Taichung, have you eat 霸王？
肉
What does it look like?
circle meatball.
This 肉丸。
对
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Actually, because I had some Taichung friends over 过年, a friend from America came to Taiwan, so we went to Taichung. But the weather was really bad. Yes. Raining and cold. And in Taichung, all the restaurants, they don't have a door. The front is open, so it's very cold inside the restaurants. Everywhere we went was cold and wet, so we didn't stay long. But I'd like to go back when the weather's nice and see Taichung.
没有机会在逢甲夜市。
Because it was raining the whole time.
Taiwan is famous for its night market.
Yes.
Have you ever been anyone?
Well, I've
士林
been
夜市
obviously
师大夜市
I've been to Shilin. I've been to a couple other ones, but I don't really remember. I mean, normally I just read. I spend a lot of time studying.
And how do
What kind of food do you like?
What kind of food do I like? 便当.
in Taiwan?
We are really busy in Taiwan.
Most of the time. Yeah. I also work now, so.
Oh.
Teach English or
Mostly translation and I correct English. I work at a publisher and do that.
Have you ever had a stinky tofu?
No, I bought some, but I never ate it.
Why?
Because every time I would get it close to my mouth, I'd be like, That's what I heard.
Doesn't smell that good.
That is true. It smells like a homeless guy's feet that have been wet for 6 months.
And if we want to travel in America, where would you recommend us to
go?
and visit?
Well, what do you like? When you go, if you want to go to America, what do you want to see? I mean,
Something famous.
something famous.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever heard of the St. Louis Arch?
No.
St. Louis is it's in the kind of the middle part of America. both north and south and east and west in the middle. They have a big arch.
Arch.
I lived there when I was a kid. You can go see NASA in Houston.
And MLB.
Yeah. But Houston's not a very nice city. I grew up there. Austin is a really nice city.
Austin.
But I don't know what they have that's famous. It's just a nice city. The hills are the scenery's nice. There's a lot of good food.
节日好了啦，节日。
In Taiwan, we have the Chinese New Year. We celebrate it with firecrackers and give the red envelopes and eat dinner together with whole family.
Is there any special festival in American?
Well, I mean, Thanksgiving and Christmas are very similar. Although I don't know if it's a festival, but we always go back to, like, when I was a kid, we would go to my grandparents' house, and our whole family would be there, and we would eat a lot of food. It's probably pretty similar.
How about Merry Christmas? Christmas Day.
Yeah. Christmas is also, although my grandparents lived really far away, so every year we would either go on Thanksgiving, and then the next year we would go on Christmas, and the next year Thanksgiving. Yeah. So both of those holidays, everybody goes home, and eats a lot.
Do you believe in Santa Claus?
No. I did when I was a kid. Yeah, but
然后那 MRT 是什么？就是交通。
What's the different traffic transportation tool in
America
America?
and Taiwan.
Taiwan. Well, where I lived in America, you pretty much have to drive a car. Every
You didn't take subway?
There isn't one.
Why?
They don't have one. They don't have one, and buses take a long time. Like you have to wait a long time, and if it takes 30 minutes to drive there, it could take 2 hours by bus. So I just drove. But I prefer, like in Taiwan, I don't ever have to drive, and I don't miss it at all. I hate driving.
So you think MRT is convenient in
Very,
Taiwan,
yes.
in Taipei?
I often take the MRT, and sometimes buses. Although I don't like buses, but I take a bus to work in the morning.
And we have a nature disasters such as earthquake and typhoon. Have you ever experienced a nature disaster in your country?
Such as hurricane.
Texas has a lot of hurricanes. Yeah. I mean, I guess depends on what you mean by experience. I've more seen what happened after the hurricane went through. I've been there when the winds have been really, really strong, but not to the point where buildings were falling down.
Is it horrible?
No, I don't know. I wasn't very scared. They probably said on the news that it wouldn't get very bad. Actually, in Houston, they had a really bad one when I was in Taiwan. Like actually whole parts. Oh, actually, yeah. In Houston, I was there when there was very serious flooding. Like the whole like highways that I'd driven on a million times were like 10 feet underwater. Like really serious flooding. Yeah.
And how do you feel about Taiwan and Taiwanese people?
How do I feel about Taiwan?
Weather or
The weather's. I like the weather in Taiwan. Taiwanese people are in general, very polite and very. Taiwan's been very good to me. I like Taiwan. I've been here for 4 years, and when I came to Taiwan, I originally wanted to go to Hong Kong, so I was a little bit disappointed. Not because I don't like Taiwan, because I prefer Cantonese to Mandarin. Although I speak Mandarin better than I speak Cantonese, but I've been in Taiwan now for 4 years, and the more I'm here, the more I like it. So Taiwan's a good place to live. I mean,